Welcome to Learn Hindi the Easy Way with Jay, and this is video number 44. How do you say different periods of the day in Hindi conversations? In Hindi or in India in general, there is different concept of time followed for morning, afternoon, evening, and night, which is different from English. To say or to explain that the hours that we use for morning, afternoon, evening, night could vary from other languages. These are unique to each of the regions. Let us see that now. When I say periods of time, we are strictly not following the scientific or the geographical time periods. Instead, we are seeing how it's colloquially and regionally used in different parts. So, this is how we use that in India. Let us see that now. In English, we would say the time between midnight 12 to noon, that is 12 in the afternoon, as morning. So it's 11 in the morning, that's fine. And you can also say 4 in the morning or 3 early in the morning. Whereas in Hindi, the practice is to say 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. is morning. This is an approximate time, like 4 o'clock, it becomes morning. 5 o'clock is, they'll say early morning probably, but in Hindi, the time between 4 and 11 is considered morning. Come at 7 in the morning, सुबह 7 बजे आना, सुबह 7 बजे आना. That is, ana is a more, it is not a like hour, it is a little more polite. सुबह 7 बजे आना, सुबह 7 बजे आना. Come at 7 in the morning. The milkmen come early in the morning. सुबह सवेरे दूध वाले आते हैं. So subah savere is something to mean a little more earlier than 7 o'clock. It's just like 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Subah savere doodh wale aate hain. So the milkman, you can see that just for a frame of reference. A milkman comes early in the morning to serve milk. So that is, he comes early. He comes like 5 o'clock. Could be. सुबह सवेरे दूध वाले आते हैं. Let us see the night. So the time approximately from 10 p.m. to midnight is considered as night in English. This is what I referred in some of the Wikipedia and such places. Again, it is a very language thing. We are not going very scientific or geographical technical matters. But in Hindi, the time from the dusk or a little after dusk, like 7 p.m. until morning 4 in the morning is considered as night in Hindi. So these are the time people would say night. From 1 o'clock in the early morning. So 1 o'clock, if you're talking about 1 o'clock in the morning, in English it becomes early morning, very early in the morning. In Hindi, would rather say that as रात के 1 बजे से, रात के 1 बजे से, from 1 o'clock in the night. So ek baja should be the one. You can check the previous lesson. Ek baje se, because it's ek baje se, because it followed by se, it becomes ek baje se. Raat ke ek baje se. I'll be making a complete playlist for just for the time videos alone. You can check it here. I'll be adding one after another. The time from 12 noon to 6 p.m. is considered as afternoon in English. We would say 4:30 in the afternoon. But in Hindi, the time from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. are considered as afternoon in Hindi. So once it goes to 5, we would rather say that as evening, sham. So just for reference, you can check. There's a bunch of people afternoon working. They're not working. They're sleeping after food. So it's a sleeping time actually in the office. That's what most people do. It's a sleepy time. So 12 imam. Just if we are talking about 3, it is afternoon. Come before 3 in the afternoon. Just imagine the man calling up somebody to say, Please come before 3 in the afternoon. दोपहर 3 बजे से पहले आना. Come before 3 बजे से पहले means come before 3 o'clock. दोपहर means afternoon. 3 बजे से पहले आना. Come before 3 in the afternoon. The time from 6 p.m. to late evening hours can be considered as evening in English. Say, for instance, if you want somebody to come and meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening, we'll say, come at 8 in the evening. But in Hindi, we would rather say that as night, like 8:30 in the night, 9 o'clock in the night. Let's have a party at 9 in the night. In English, we would rather say that as late evening. But in Hindi, that becomes night. The time from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. is considered as evening. So it's only 4 to 7 is evening in Hindi. You can just for to have a picture or an image in mind, you can see there it's a evening time, beach time, nice time. So it's you can call that a evening. Like maybe even if it is 6, 6:30 or 4, still it's a evening, it's not afternoon. Evening 4 o'clock. शाम के 4 बजे. Finally, how do we say midnight in Hindi? We'll say that as Adi Raat. So Adi is half, Raat is night. So that's the time that divides the night. And because after which you have still a remains of the night until 3 o'clock maybe. So we call that Adi Raat. So as I said, until 4 o'clock, if we say we still have 4 hours more than Adi Raat, that is midnight. So midnight is Adi Raat. You can see the scary picture there, a cat sitting before the dark night moon. If you like this video, I have already made a bunch of videos, around 40 plus videos. You can check them. It'd be very interesting for you to learn, and I'm making it such a way that it'll be very gradual and nice, and most of all, it should be a very easy, fun learning of a language. All the best with your Hindi learning.